Hi everyone, it's part two of me trying to create and finish this commission, the last one of the year. I've been fighting with this piece for quite some time, and I think if I try and put that into a reason as to why I'm struggling with this piece, is the original painting was done, I think, in 2017. And I talk a little bit about this in probably the very first workshop that I did, is the muscle memory mark making um, that you have attached to your hand. The movements become rhythmic and you don't really have to think about doing it anymore because it's become a natural part of your, like, say, how you sign your name or your signature. It's just routine. You just know how to do it. And I haven't done those marks in a couple of years, so I'm a bit rusty. Um, and so in between me trying to work this commission when I get frustrated or it needs to dry, I'm working multiples here, as you can see, a couple of layers down here and there. This is one that you guys haven't seen yet that I've quickly taken down. Um, this one as well. This one has some potential. It's looking pretty good. I haven't had a chance to get to it, to work on it a little bit further, but I like the components of it. The composition is working well for me. My eye likes to move around. Um, and the funny thing that I've realized since watching these videos back is that little control panel thing there that I turn to as I'm mixing my paints. I kind of feel like I'm a DJ, and I'm mixing music, and I mean, I guess metaphorically, it's kind of the same. And this is the 36 by 36. This has some potential too, not really in this from what you can see, but I'm just really building up layers. Um, I can't express enough how important it is to build up layers, especially if you're new to abstract painting. It just really helps free the mind. It helps loosen up um, your brain so you're not thinking about things too much. Okay, so this piece here, sorry, I am digressing here. 36 by 24. It caught my attention. This piece was working well for me. And so I want you to pay attention how I seem to focus. Even though I'm working multiple pieces, this one I am staying with a little bit longer. And there's a reason for that. My eye told me that this painting was finishable. Is that a word? I'm not really sure. Completable? I have forgotten my English language. So the structure of it has spoken to me. It's grabbed my attention. I really like how this piece is turning out. It's actually cool just looking at it from this perspective at this time period. And I think I was using a China marker there. I had taken. Oh, look at me! I'm wearing my hair dryer as a purse. That's priceless. Um, I like to heat up my China marker sometimes. It makes it a little bit more loose so that I can make my marks a little bit more easily. And here again, you can see I'm tinting that blue. I'm probably using, oh, I can't think of the name of it right now. Transparent yellow. Oh, I think there's Indian yellow. A little bit transparent. So it's just altering that blue that's on the canvas a little bit, adding some green to it. And as you can see, I'm pulling out the white again. And we all know, if you've watched my videos from the start, you know that when the white comes out, normally I'm able to take that painting to the end. But isn't it interesting how quickly I cycled through all of those other canvases, but yet something about this one caught my attention and I stayed with it longer. And so I was making some marks there. Not marks, drip marks. And so it's, that's what you do is you alter the canvas. You turn it around so that your marks Oh my goodness. It's morning time here and I can't speak. You flip your canvas around so that your drips are going in different directions. It adds more interest instead of the drips all going the exact same way. And so to allow that painting to dry, I flip to this one. Again, this painting has some interest as well, but unfortunately I haven't been able to get to it yet because my goal for myself before this year ends, 2020, is I need to finish that commission. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I have a massive commission that's starting in January. It is almost 13 feet wide by 18 feet high. Completely stresses me out to think about it. So that's all I'm going to say about it right now. Gosh, I'm really liking this painting. Today I might have to work on that one. So now I'm back to the 36 by 36. If you notice, I'm kind of playing a little bit with my neck. I have noticed when I do my little tiny square boxes, the way I hold my arm and my shoulder up really isn't a very ergonomic friendly position, and it causes me to have a neck kink. So I may have to retire that body of work at some point because it's very frustrating. Okay, so here I'm playing with the cadmium orange. So that one there, and it's gone before you know it. Okay, so here I am. I'm like, okay, let's try and tackle this commission again. And so what am I doing? I'm trying to build up those layers. And I think that the thing that I'm struggling with here is trying to remember how I did the marks from 3 years ago. I mean, not exactly the same, but I have to get the feel. I have to capture that same feeling that that painting had. And it was a little bit more of my graffiti style. And I'm also trying to capture the colors that she has requested, and then trying to figure out how I make those colors work in this composition. And I'm not nailing it. It's not coming to me. Even though the painting, I've had lots of people say, oh, it's a great painting, it's a great painting, it looks great, it looks great. It's not what the client wants. And that's why I talked a little bit about that in my Instagram post, that commissions are really very complicated. It's because you're painting a finished product. You know what it's going to look like at the end, and it has to be what the client wants. It's not about being free and just, making your own marks, using colors that you prefer or that you feel like using that day. It's structured, it's organized, and the product has to be what the client wants. So they are very complicated. And in December, I think I had maybe 8 commissions, and that was probably the most I've ever had in 1 month. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to taking some days off for the holidays. It was a bit daunting for me. So her colors are purpley blue, like a gray blue, some really pinks, light pinks. And so here I'm practicing going, okay, are these the tones that I want to go with? Is this what she's looking for? Does it work well together? I know it's probably a waste of paint, and I could be doing this on a computer, but it just helps. This is all part of the process and helping me practice those marks, get those marks down again, so that when I finally have it working and it comes together for me again, then I can finish the painting in a very short time. But leading up to it is a bit daunting. And it's just like, what a mess I'm making. And in my mind right now, there's lots of words that I'm using that would not be appropriate for this video. I think I'm a little bit focused too. You see, I keep checking my phone. It's because I am a huge Usain Bolt fan, and he's been going live all week, exercising and trying to motivate people to get back into fitness, because he himself had stopped working out for a very short period of time, and as his own words, that he got a little bit of a belly. Okay, so I am back to this piece here, that 36 by 24 inch piece, and I think I am ready to finish it. So it's pretty close to the end. The very, very last scene is pretty much the finished composition, and then I go back and add a couple of little marks and stuff like that. And this is my favorite thing to do, is see that different tone of white. It's white, but there's different I guess shades of it, or the value of it, and it adds more interest when you use different shades of white, so that you can overlay white on top of white, and there be a distinction between the two. I will put a link to this finished piece down in my description, so that you can see what it looks like a little bit closer up. But really like this fun piece. Really great pops of pink. I got to get rid of the pink though. 2021, no more pink. Maybe just a little bit. And I love this. Do you see how I'm working both brushes at the same time? That's a trick that I do. Blending acrylics is very complicated. And so I sometimes use two brushes to blend my work in. And that's it. Stay tuned for part 3 of this daunting commission.